When students have daily opportunities to write meaningful text in which they listen for the sounds and words to estimate their spellings, they build phonemic awareness. In this classroom, students are sounding out words and matching sounds to letters as they write.
Today you are going to see the kindergartners in my class writing a rough draft about a recent field trip experience that we had. They are going to be drawing this out and labeling it. And when they're labeling their illustrations, they are going to be stretching and segmenting sounds. Keenan, tell me about your paper. Tell me about what you're drawing here. What was your favorite part or your favorite exhibit?
The gravity room.
The gravity room. Okay. So let's try and label our illustration about the gravity room. Do you want to call this whole thing gravity room? Or what would you describe as the gravity room? Stretching words out is where we take the sounds and we slow them down. And we do that for the students to model it to them first. And then we start to segment the sound. So first, if I were saying the word fin, I would say fin. That's stretching it. And then I would segment a little bit so that they know that I'm going to be separating those sounds, kind of letting them know that that's probably where a letter is going to change. So I would say f, so that it's now segmented into parts. Okay, so Keenan, this you called the what?
Gravity room.
The gravity room or the gravity house. So let's try and label the word gravity above here, okay? So let's write the word gravity. Say the word gravity. Say the word gravity.
Gravity.
Okay, say it nice and slow. Each sound you hear. Good. Let's try and write those letters or those letters that represent those sounds. So what was the first sound again?
G.
But what was the sound? That's a letter name. What was the sound you heard it? You said it. You said G. Say G. What letter belongs to that sound?
G.
Okay, go ahead and write it. What's the next sound?
A.
I heard you say ah. So then you told me A, but you forgot one. Grr. What sound does that mean?
R.
Okay, what's the next one?
A.
What's the next sound in grav?
V.
If you think so, write it. You can keep going into there. I know that it looks like we ran out of space, but we want to keep it the same word, okay? Go ahead, write it over your... You can kind of make it go down a little bit so it doesn't cut into your illustration. What letters?
D.
Okay, so let's see what you have. You have gr, g, v, d. Is that what you wanted?
Gravity.
Oh, you said something extra in there. You said grav,
I.
where? Grav. Right now you have grav, d. Where does it go? Let's stretch those out. Grav,
here?
d. If you wrote it there, what would it be?
Grav. ID.
Gravity? That's not right. So where should we put it? We have, let's stretch it out. We have gr, a, v, e.
Right here.
Oh.
In front of there.
So we have gravity. Is it gravity? Oh, sounds like gravity, but it's gravity.
Oh, T.
Okay. All right, good job, Keenan. Go ahead and finish writing some of the labels for the other things inside there, okay?
What about gravity room? What about
Sure.
room?
Go ahead and write room next. Gravity room. Segmenting helps students to become independent writers. So the more that they practice and the more that they see that sounds are connected to letters, then when they go into writing independently, they feel more confident and they are able to build on their writing skills. They're more apt to take risks. For example, I've had students who can write things that they want to write, and they're not limited to those high-frequency words. So, for example, I have a student who is writing about frogs, and he wanted to write that 3 colored frogs are poisonous. Now, poisonous is something that he would really have to take a lot of time to separate and segment those sounds out on. And if he didn't have that confidence where he had strategies built up to be able to do so, then he probably wouldn't have wrote poisonous. He probably would have drawn them, and probably that was it. Okay, now before we get too far in our illustration where we forget what our picture was, what are these things?
They're the dominoes.
And what is this thing?
It's the table that had all the dominoes in it.
Okay, so can we try and label these pictures before we forget? What would you like to label first?
I went down here.
No, on your illustration, what would you like to label first? The table or the dominoes?
Domino.
Okay, so let's put a little label up here for dominoes, okay? So we need to stretch out the sounds in the word dominoes. Oh, that's a big word. Let's say it together. Ready? Dominoes.
D-I-M-O-S.
So we have d. Go ahead, say the sounds again. You forgot a letter?
Yes.
All right, so you put d. Say it again for me.
O's.
Good. And if it's dominoes, what sound is that? Good. I like how you stretch those sounds. So you have dominoes here. And what is this a picture of?
Table.
Table. So can you label the table?
A. B. O.
Table. Now, what if I told you it's table? Oh, good. Table. Very good. Go ahead and keep adding to your story. A lot of times when they're writing independently, they are so excited to share their work because of the amount of work that they put in by stretching those sounds, segmenting those sounds, and being proud of the fact that they know what they're talking about.
Learn more at literacyessentials.org.